Hello aspirants, welcome to GEM Mentors. Today 24th June 2026, let's discuss on some important current affairs along with static GK. So let's start the session now. First question, recently India became the world's largest economy. The position, they are asking for the position by nominal GDP. The answer is fourth largest. So India has overtaken Japan to become the fourth largest economy in the world in terms of nominal GDP. Only the USA, China and Germany are ahead of India. India's rapid economic growth, strong domestic demand and expanding services sector have contributed to this achievement. Second question, which schedule of the Indian Constitution deals with the anti-defection provisions? That is 10th schedule. The 10th schedule, it was added through 52nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1985. It contains provisions related to the anti-defection law, which aims to prevent elected representatives from changing political parties after being elected. Okay, let's move to the third question. The headquarters of the International Court of Justice, ICJ, is located in The Hague in Netherlands. So it is the principal judicial organ of the United Nations and settles legal disputes between the countries. Okay. The fourth question, which Indian state recently approved the restoration of the old pension scheme for a section of employees? Andhra Pradesh. It is in the news recently. So the old pension scheme, OPS, they have approved in the cabinet meeting for certain categories of employees, benefiting thousands of workers who were seeking pension security. Fifth question, the Bhitarkarnika National Park is located in Odisha. So it is famous for its mangrove forests, saltwater crocodiles and rich biodiversity. It is often called the mini Amazon of India. Remember this? Bhitarkarnika National Park is called as the mini Amazon of India. Okay, because of its rich biodiversity. Sixth question, which article of the Constitution provides for the appointment of the governor? Article 155. So it states that the government of a state shall be appointed by the President of India by warrant under his hand and seal. Okay. Seventh question, the Blue Revolution is associated with fisheries development. So basically the Blue Revolution, it aims to increase fish production, improve aquaculture and enhance the livelihoods of fishermen. It promotes sustainable use of aquatic resources. Okay, let's move to the next question. Which country is the current chair of BRICS in 2026? That is Russia. So it is serving as a BRICS chair in 2026 and is coordinating meetings and initiatives among BRIC member countries. The term repo rate is the rate at which, very easy question. If your economy basics are strong, you can easily answer this question. So RBI lends to commercial banks against government securities. So repo rate increases when loans become costlier. Repo rate decreases, loans become cheaper. Okay. Repo rate increases, loans become cheaper. If it decrease, it will increase. If repo rate decreases, loans become cheaper. Okay. So next question, which vitamin is primarily synthesized in the human body through sunlight exposure? Vitamin D. So it is produced in the skin when exposed to sunlight, especially ultraviolet rays. It helps in calcium absorption and bone health. The deficiency of vitamin D causes rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults. In children and osteomalacia in adults. 11th question, the Kolleru Lake is situated between which two rivers? Important. Answer is Godavari and Krishna. So it is one of the India's largest freshwater lakes. Remember, it's a freshwater lake and lies between the deltas of Godavari and Krishna rivers. And most important, it is also a Ramsar site. Okay. 12th question, which organization releases the Global Gender Gap Report? World Economic Forum. This question is being repeatedly asked in many competitive examinations, so remember it kindly. The Global Gender Gap Report is released by World Economic Forum. 13th question, the Panchayati Raj system was given constitutional status by, important, by the 73rd Constitutional Amendment 1992. So what are the features of this constitutional amendment? The system, it's a three-tier system, remember. Three-tier system. And it provides for the Gram Sabha, reservations for women, okay, that's why this question is important. Which city is known as the Silicon Valley of India? What is that? Bengaluru. It is called so because it hosts major IT companies, startups, and technology research centers in Karnataka. Okay, capital city of Karnataka. 15th question, which Indian scientist is known as the Missile Man of India? The most famous, the greatest personality of India, APJ Abdul Kalam Sir. So he earned this title due to his contribution to India's missile and defense programs. He later became the 11th President of India. Let's move to the 17th question. The fundamental duties were added to the Constitution by 42nd Amendment. Very important. So it added fundamental duties under Article 51A based on the recommendations of Swaran Singh Committee. 18th question, which is the largest desert in the world? What do you think? Sahara or Antarctica? So many books it has given as Sahara, but it's a controversial question. Thing is, in Antarctica, the world's largest desert is, because a desert is defined by low precipitation. If in terms of low precipitation, low rainfall, it will be Antarctica. In terms of area and all, largest desert, that is Sahara. So carefully you have to answer while answering this type of questions. Okay. 19th question, the headquarters of the World Trade Organization is located in Geneva. So it regulates international trade among nations. Okay. Last question, which Indian state has the longest coastline? Obviously Gujarat. Second one is AP. Okay, aspirants, that is the session for today, and these are the questions compiled by us based on today's current affairs, and we added static GK also so that you score well in your upcoming competitive examinations. Hope you like this video, and if so, please like, share to your friends and aspirants, and if you are new to our channel, kindly subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.